Hello and welcome to Community Conversations. I'm your host, KK Kaneshiro. Already committed to enhancing the educational experience of students on campus, the Washington High School's Women's Empowerment Club has now set its sights on an issue that affects us all. The club has recently hosted a number of events with the goal of raising awareness of climate change and are showing us how we can help. Here to talk about their very important work are members of the Women's Empowerment Club, and I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself, what grade you're in as well. So we're going to start with you.
I'm Adriana Ilich, and I am a freshman.
Freshman.
Hello, I'm Brianna Padilla. I'm a senior.
Okay.
Hey, my name is Insha Sayed, and I'm a junior.
Okay.
I'm Ekaterina, and I'm a senior.
Senior. So first of all, how did this group start? Was it one person, a couple people? Was it a teacher? Was it someone who had a complaint about climate change or whatever else that you're working on? I mean, how did this start?
So our group is actually a women's empowerment group, and it began a few years ago. It was intended to be a Latina women focused group, but as the leaders and the founders began to meet and stuff, they realized that it would be better for them to include people of all different backgrounds.
Right. Yeah.
So then fast forward to a couple years, we're here, we're the leaders now, and we found out about the climate change and stuff because this is something that that affects everyone. And we found out about the strikes that would be happening on the 20th and 27th of September, and we decided that we should get involved.
Okay. So do you guys meet on campus once a month, once a week? How does this work?
We usually meet every Monday and Friday. We meet for
So twice a week?
Yeah.
Okay.
For about 30 minutes each time, and we usually just sit and talk about like important stuff that bother us as a generation and as Women Empowerment Club focus group.
Okay. Now, can other high schoolers, can an American high student join your club or mission, or is it just your Washington students?
It's just Washington students since it's like a Washington Women's Empowerment Club. But then when we do activities like outside of campus, then like everyone can join in and they can like participate. Yeah.
And hopefully this can grow into other campuses,
Other
right?
campuses, yeah. Hopefully that's our goal. Yeah.
Okay. Now, in your group, I know that climate change is a huge issue, but can you talk about what else you have done?
We participated in the global walkout.
Okay.
And we went out and we protested about climate change is scary because it's like our world is in danger. So people they didn't want to think about it, but we have to start taking action now to stop the progression of it.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
as Ekaterina mentioned, we meet twice a week, every week, and then we also we've organized and participated in several walkouts, including a women's reproductive right walkout that happened last year, and then we also had a gun violence walkout, and we also organized field trips to college campuses so that our group members can start thinking about their futures. Yeah.
So just more than just climate change, you're doing a myriad of things, which is great. Okay. Now, how old were you guys when you heard about this group? What made you want to join it?
So, like personally me, I was a sophomore and I joined it last year, and it was just something like I was like, okay, so it's probably just gonna be like a socializing group, like I'm just gonna like meet new friends because I moved new to the school.
Oh, well,
and
welcome.
then like last year, so yeah, thank you. And then I just was like a really shy kid. I was a quiet kid, and I had stuff going on in my family, and I thought that no one would want to listen to my problems. But then the more I like talked to the people in the group, the more like it just inspired me to become more confident, and it just made me realize that I'm not alone in my problems. Like there are people going through the same things. So like that's just
thinking the same way.
And thinking the same way, and it just made me more confident. And I give everything to this group. It's because like it's made me who I am right now. The fact that I'm so confident and that like I talk to other people about my problems and I'm so open, it's because of this group.
Yeah. How did you find it, Katerina?
For me, during my junior year, I heard a lot about it from Ms. De Navarra, who's our teacher supervisor, and I personally just wanted to join to meet new people, how Insha wanted to, and I just really wanted to have like a safe space to share my like what I'm going through and stuff. But once I joined, I wasn't a feminist, and I didn't really think about like the equality and everything, but it really made me who I am now, and it really made me think about the issues that are going on, and it really made me really think about the feminism in a different way than everybody else thinks of on campus. And I am really a feminist now, and I'm really proud that that group made me who I am.
Good. And you two feel the same way?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah? Okay. So when you guys are out there and you're doing your walkout and you're protesting, after you've done that work, do you guys come back together to figure out, okay, this worked, this didn't work, what should we do next time, what's our focus? How does this all determine? Is it by a group vote or?
So as leaders, our duty is to plan out these meetings and walkouts and stuff. So when, like for our climate strike one, we participated, but we weren't able to get the word out enough, so not as many students as we wished knew about the strike, the walkout at all. So as leaders, we came together after the walkout and we discussed like how can we like reach out to other people and how can we get the word out.
Good. Now what do your parents think?
My mom personally thinks it's a great group because she knew the person who I was before, and now she knows the person who I am right now. She just loves this group. She just like loves the fact that I'm just like so out there, so like just like confident about myself now. So she thinks it's a pretty great group, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're the ones driving you guys all over the place.
Yeah, all
right?
over the place. Yeah.
So what do your parents think?
It's a great group because as a group, like this is what I believe in, and it's progressing toward a more equal world and society.
Yeah. And they know you're with a safe group, it's on campus, and teachers are around you. So where do you guys see this group in, like, say, 5 years?
We hope it can branch out to other schools, definitely, and we also hope it can grow within our school as well, because right now we're kind of closed and like secluded, which kind of adds to our like safe space image, but also it creates kind of like ideas about our group which don't accurately portray what we discuss and what goes on in each individual meeting.
Like most people think of us like as a group where we just like gather together and we're just like hating on men, and we're just like, no, like this is just a girls group, like no, like they're probably just like talking about men like in a negative way, but that's not like the point of this group. The point is like we all get together, men and like women, and we just like talk about like women issues, and it's just like a safe space, because high school can be tough, and it's just that there are rumors, there's drama, there's everything, and this group is just like a safe way where people can talk about stuff, and they expect us to like have that confidentiality, so like nothing goes out of this group. It's just like a trust
freedom
group, yeah,
to
it's
express
like,
and think
exactly
in the manner you want done,
Yeah.
right? Great. Well, you guys are phenomenal. So what is your role? You're the president?
We're the leaders.
Yeah, so there kind of isn't like a set structure like president or
secretary.
So we're all kind
treasurer.
of like leaders.
Okay.
And what that means is that like each meeting we discuss, we have like checkups. We also like there's different stuff that goes on in the media, like last year with the legal issues regarding women's reproductive rights. So we also inform ourselves about laws and things around the global issues regarding women. So
you guys as leaders discuss the topics to pass on to the rest of the group?
Yeah.
We basically decide on the topics that we really want to discuss, and as leaders we really add up to one another. One of us is better at public speaking, the other one is better at gathering out facts, the other one would be better at doing more of like legal stuff and talking to principals and organizing things, so we all add up to each other, which is why we really love that we have so many leaders.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for being here. We're going to cut right into the next segment because we have another group of your club that would like to be on. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all the work you're doing. Keep it up, you guys, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for coming back. Now, I'd like to introduce you. So tell us what grade you're in and your name.
Hi, my name is Mazuma. I'm in 10th grade.
10th grade. And all with what? Now, did you know these girls before you attended the club, or did you meet them there?
I met Insha, she's our 11th grade
She's the
leader.
recruiter, huh?
Yeah. she would talk to me about it in science, and I was like, last year, and I was like, wow, like this seems like such a great thing, but I didn't actually have the confidence to join until this year, and then I realized what a great group it is, and I realized I could help out too. So
okay, so when someone new joins your group, do you guys do some kind of orientation with them to introduce them around so they don't feel like, okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here?
So
how does that work?
Usually when people join our group, it's basically with like a group of friends, and if they join later on in the year, then like one of the leaders will like just go up to them and just tell them like how the group is like set up and like the rules of the group and like the privacy and like the confidentiality, all of that. But like
That's good.
if they join on the first day, then we'll just like have like an orientation. We'll just like give them the basis of the group, and it's like how it's like set up and everything, and just like yeah.
Do a seasoned member mentor the new person? Is that do you do that too?
Yeah,
or
kind of. It's kind of more like it's also like a conversation.
Okay.
Our group, it's kind of functions like that because we're as leaders, we introduce new members. Like
Good.
we
Yeah.
get them, we orient.
One of the things I remember is how friendly they were in the beginning.
Good.
So that made me feel really welcome.
That's a good reputation. Okay. Now it is called the Women's Empowerment Club,
Mm-hmm.
and we have a lot of males that are very interested in the same topics as you guys. So besides joining you on a walkout or on a protest, can they also attend a club meeting to learn about those different subjects?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we actually have 2 males in our group right now who actually come for the daily, weekly meetings and who actually go out and support. Every single time we do walkouts, there's a lot of people just from our school who are joining who care about the same topic, and it's everybody. It's guys, it's girls, it's everyone.
Yeah, you don't care if they're pink, white, purple, whatever.
No, of course
Excellent,
not, whatever.
Excellent. Now, because we come from a very diverse community, if English is a second language, but they're very interested, there's someone in your group that can help them, right?
Yes,
Definitely.
of course, definitely. The good thing about our group is that it's very diverse. It's like we have a lot of other people like like from religious backgrounds or like ethnicities, which is a good thing because
It is.
like it's like like a person who does not know how to speak English properly, it's like we can translate and we can help them, and they just feel like home, which is like the goal of the group. It's just to make them feel like they're at home,
Yeah.
they're safe, and they're like it's like a trustworthy group.
Because the topics you guys are trying to tackle
Yeah.
is global.
It's global.
Yeah, and
Right?
to add on to that, most of the members in our group are actually at least bilingual.
Nice.
Yeah, so
There you go. Can you fix the rest of the world? I'm counting on you guys.
That's
okay?
our goal.
It's a goal?
Yeah, that's the biggest goal out there.
Okay. How many people are in your club right now?
Usually for the daily meetings, we have around 20 to 30 people come in and really sit down and have.
Now, do you guys meet in a classroom?
yes.
We meet, yeah,
Okay.
we meet in a classroom. But if we count, such as going to field trips, it's about 60.
Okay. So when you want to grow this group bigger, do you meet at the library at school, or do you go to the auditorium, or where are you going to plan on doing this?
When we did the climate change presentation, we did that in the cafeteria, I think,
Okay.
I believe, and then a lot of people showed up that probably didn't even know about the group, so we had some kids sign up there, and
Okay.
that's actually where I signed up.
Oh, good. Now, when you guys are putting on your presentations about whatever subject, did you have any idea what it takes to put on an event like this? Because you have to do the marketing, you have to do
Yeah.
the presentation, PowerPoint, whatever
Yeah.
you're using. You have to get your club members to help you make sure that this all happens. I mean, this is like running a little company.
It is.
It really is. The thing that I remember when we were doing the climate presentation was that it was like chaotic, but it was like a good chaotic. Like I don't know if that makes sense. It's like
adrenaline
it's like
is
it was
gone.
just like it was like managing something, but it just felt good. It felt like we were just like bringing a community together, and
Yeah.
we were just like doing something good for our school. And even though it was like really scary at first, but when we were just in the moment, it just felt amazing.
Yeah, because I'm sure this is teaching you public speaking skills, teamwork skills, right? Organizational skills, time management skills, which you'll all need in the future. Now, I have to ask you this. When you guys graduate high school and you go on and live your life, is this something that you want to pursue? Do you want to pursue sciences? Do you want to pursue nonprofit? Do you want to pursue laws? Where are we going with? I'm going to start with you. What do you want to do?
Well,
How are you going to fix this world?
I actually already have like something going for me, I guess you could say that. And like last year I made a video for like giving back to the homeless and stuff, so I realized that videography is a passion of mine and I want to continue
Picture
that.
says 1,000 words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think I'll
Good.
continue that and I'm going to help them you
Good.
know, push out women's empowerment and
Good.
all their future events.
What do you want to
For
do?
me, I really like fashion, so it's also sustainability
Yep.
is one of the main issues with fashion, and
I
I think
hate fast fashions.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. Fix that. That'd be good. What do you want to do?
Personally, for me, I love speaking, and I just love like voicing my
couldn't tell.
opinion. I love voicing my opinion, so definitely like going on a bigger platform and raising awareness, especially about like our not just like just women's issues like particularly, but also like our global issues is like definitely a passion of mine. I just want to like be out there, and even if it's like a nonprofit organization, I just want to tell people about it so people take it more seriously. Because the thing about our community is that we listen about it, but then we just carry on with our lives because it's not affecting us personally. But I want people to know that if we don't talk about it and like put in our effort right now, then it will affect us
Right.
in the future.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you want to
For
do?
me, my main career goal is become a lawyer, which this helps a lot with
Yes.
to really put your points out there and really get people to go with your flow.
Right. Do you know what kind of law you're going to focus on?
I'm not sure yet. I
Okay.
really want to decide on
Go
it
big.
once in there.
Now, if anyone is watching and they would like to know more about this organization, where would they go?
To our Instagram, we have a women's empowerment Instagram where we post like what we're gonna do on our meetings on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
And then we also are reaching out like broadcasting our group on Husky TV
Okay.
and our announcements so people can just still
Good.
join in and just like just know about the group more. Yeah.
Okay. Does it cost anything to join your group? Okay, good.
No, of course
Good.
not. Yeah.
And do I have to have any other criterion to join your group?
A good attitude.
A good
maybe.
attitude, all right. That's very important in anything.
Being respectful and really listen to people because we have a lot of people sharing their personal stories, their personal experience with certain topics that we discuss.
Great. Well, you guys have been phenomenal. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's
Thank
been great
you.
to have you. But again, and count on you guys to fix this world, would you? Okay, good. From everyone here at Community Conversations, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. Thank you.